I wanted to make this video talking about what I would tell my younger self. These words are not meant for me as I can't get younger, but I do from time to time think about the past. It's not a bad idea to think about the past because you could reflect on your mistakes. People say, oh no, I only look forward, I don't look back. No, I think it's a good idea to look back once in a while. People that just don't look back just means that they cannot really correct their mistakes, and this is what I do. I just look back in the past and I wonder, hey, maybe I did this wrong, maybe I did that wrong. And sometimes I do have regrets in life when I was a kid, and and have things that happened to me without being ready to confront it. But anyways, before I talk about that, subscribe to my channel. I upload 2 to 3 times a week, sometimes, maybe, I don't know, just subscribe. It will make things a lot more better for me. Now, I will start with my first advice out of the 3 is start having fun. Just keep having fun. You will not have a chance to do that when you're older, because when you are young, that's when you have the most freedom. You don't really have a job, you're not really required to have a job. I mean, you can be an adult without a job, but yeah, we call those deadbeats. And when you're a kid, like, pretty much everything is stimulation. You can eat a piece of sushi for the first time and you'll have a huge erection from it, and that is what being young is to experience new stimulation. Now, I know people that had never had fun their whole lives, and when they do, they end up wasting their lives away at video games and just smoking marijuana. Like, oh, this is new, what the heck, oh man, I should have done this. Now I'm gonna make up for lost time. I'm gonna play games 16 hours a day, 6 times a week. Fuck getting a job. Or they just end up smoking marijuana at a late age because, I don't know, they just never bothered to do it. And well, not that I have done it, but you know, like, some people, they just don't have self-control, or like they just think that they have not done enough with their life, and then they end up overdoing, overcompensating, and end up screwing themselves. I personally know a few cases with my friends, like some personally, some from school, and some of them actually come at the verge of dying of a drug overdose, because like I have international friends where drugs are illegal in their country, and they are like, oh, I'm in America, I could do as much drugs as I want, and then they end up overdosing on like ecstasy. Hell, they even overdosed on marijuana. People that smoke marijuana or pro marijuana always talk about how, oh, you cannot overdose on marijuana. Yes, you can overdose on marijuana, and it can go real south from there. I've seen it happen to a bunch of my friends, and yeah, you could definitely overdose on it. Don't listen to these idiots. And yeah, if anyone's curious, it's Korea. Like my Korean friends, they cannot do drugs there, so they do it here when they can. And I know personal friends that have gaming addictions, and they forego their serious relationship because they wanted to achieve a higher rank in the game. And in my mind, I'm thinking, damn, you are pathetic. And what they would do is that they would have outbursts and rage, or they would not go to the doctor and even give up their jobs to focus on a video game that yields nothing in real life. And the thing with having fun is, some people are just deadbeats. They just keep playing games and become shut-ins, and that's what a deadbeat is. They just shut themselves in, don't get a job, or don't go to school, and just play video games all day. And yeah, I think there's a word for it in Japanese. It was like hikikomori. Yeah, overall, you could say some person has like trauma, for like their parents treat them bad. Oh, this is why I'm a shut-in. Well, yeah, that's part of the case, but overall, a person controls their fates is not really any other people's fault. Like, oh yeah, what if like someone hates your guts and they tell you go jump off a bridge? Will you listen to a person that hates you, or you hate them back? Like, will you listen to a person that you hate and follow their instructions and jump off a bridge? No, of course not. But you know, some people are just want to make themselves feel like a victim. And overall, you know, just have fun. I'm going off on a tangent, but just have fun while you can, because by the time you become adult, generally speaking, you won't be able to enjoy as many things as you can. I went to Disneyland the first time, like as an adult, and I did not enjoy it, but I know I would have enjoyed it if I was a toddler. But I was brewing about it, but this shit happens. You have some lazy parents that just doesn't want to take you to places, and I'm not gonna blame my father for not taking me to Disneyland. I could have take myself to Disneyland even if I was a kid, but I chose not to, and I'm not going to be a shut-in just because I was never taken to Disneyland as a child. Overall, I'm not gonna let some mistake that an adult made screw me over, and I think you should just enjoy the better things in life instead of just not enjoying it, or else you might end up regretting it when you get old. Because some people, they just get old and then they're like, you know what, maybe I should have done that. Yeah, maybe I should have hooked up with that chick. That definitely, man, and they're just gonna have full of regrets. I mean, it's fine to have regrets, but just don't regret the same thing, like the same reason. And generally, you want to have fun while you can, because anyone will regret it if they don't. Another thing I'll say, this is my advice number 2, is that your friends may not last forever. Now, I said may not last forever, not guaranteed to be gone out of your life, because sometimes some friends just last forever. I have a close friend that I've been friends with for like around 50. I think we're running at 17 years now, and we're still close friends, best friends, as a matter of fact. And it's friends like these you want to keep. You don't need to have a bunch of friends or lots of friends. I know people that have a lot of friends and they don't really have high quality friends or any close friends. Any problem they have, they cannot really talk about it to anyone because they just don't trust anyone. They just want to make a lot of friends because they want to feel popular, but that's not really the goal. You probably want to have a real friend that just you could talk to. Like, I think there was some philosopher that was talking about how, like, he gets like visited by his students, and some people will come interact with him, but he doesn't really care, because I mean, this sounds crude, but they don't really care about him either. They're just there to, like, he's like very time sensitive guy. He doesn't like wasting his time at all. When he sees that these people that he knows don't have a connection with him talk to him, he doesn't really care. But that's an extreme case that might be rude, but don't do that, of course. But overall, it's always better to latch on to the friends that are there for you during your hard times. And I was sad, like, I know that it may be sad, like, losing your friends over time, because I was sad too. My older friends, that after we separated, like, we went to different schools, they stopped contacting me because I put in the effort to contact them. But sometimes it's just not meant to be, and that's just how it is. They're not gonna, they don't, not that they hate you, or they probably just don't have a reason to hang out with you, because I don't know, maybe you guys have nothing to talk about, and that's just the circle of life. Overall, enjoy your friends and don't think about the future with them. It will last or die naturally. I wouldn't force it. And ideally, if you have a friend that will be there for you like, any friend that you have will be there for you to smile with you. But when you have a friend that will be there to I don't know, to be sad with, that are willing to go through hardship with you, those are the friends you probably want to keep. Like I had during one of my dark periods in my life, I had a friend that kept me company every day. Even though I was being a negative Nancy, he still stuck to me every day. And ever since then, I did not stop, like, interacting with him. I kept contacting him every day. Well, not every day, but I kept in touch with him, because this is a valuable friend that I don't want to lose. And that's my advice, is that you just want to keep in touch with people that were there for you during your hard times, and that actually put in the effort to help you during your hard times. Advice number 3. Don't be lazy. I was a pretty lazy kid. I spent most of my time playing video games when I was a toddler, but it took me up until middle school to realize that there are better things in life than games. Yes, it's pretty common sense, but then, when you're a kid, you don't really have much experience in life, and then I just had a really good friend that I met in 7th grade, and she taught me the better things in life, taught me, like, love, and friendship, and how to interact with strangers. And just having someone with an uppity good attitude just brings up my mood and made me realize, you know what, it's friends like these that I want to, like, go out more. Thanks to her, I just start putting more effort to making friends and got more comfortable talking to strangers. Not perfect. I'm not perfect talking to strangers. I still stutter. I get nervous even now, but it was a good start talking to having her as my close friend at the time. Overall, any problems of the past is no big deal. The most important thing is you just don't repeat your mistake in the past. Like, I think this is a pretty common methodology of solving a problem, is that you want to look back in the past and refrain from repeating mistakes. That is ideal. Sometimes, people slip up. That's normal. But it's best to look back in the past, and anyone that's egotistical enough to tell you that, oh yeah, I don't look in the past, I never think about the past, I always think forward, I'm a forward thinker. Well, if you people like that, you might realize that they are kind of dumb. They're kind of living in their own world. Those are the kind of people you probably don't want to take any advice from, but that's just me. You could still be friends with them, just don't take them seriously, or you might be driven into a wall. And it's just a matter of solving your immediate problem and worrying about the process than fantasizing about the goal. Like, if you wanted to be a millionaire, for example, and your plan is to, I don't know, start a company selling cat socks. I don't know, socks with cats on it. You don't really fantasize about being a millionaire. You just worry about the immediate problem. Like, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? How am I going to get this? Holy shit. All right, someone just fell out their skateboard. But yeah, you just want to worry about, oh, how am I going to get these socks? Where am I going to sell these cat socks? How do I market this? And that's just how you should look at a goal, is to worry about the process and not so much about the goal. And that is my last advice to you young people, or to myself if I was younger. I don't know. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Subscribe to my channel. See ya.